Well, with that, any other thoughts before we head out?
Oh yeah, I've got thoughts. I've got thoughts. No, I promised you. See, this was offline beforehand, but for those of you that don't know, I'll plug the channel at this point. Virtual
Yeah.
Legality is a look at pop culture, video games, technology, software, and more through the lens of business and law. I'm a mergers and acquisitions venture capital attorney that loves video gaming and technology and software. So that's what we do over there. We talk about video games. So I had promised that I had a quote that I love, that I've always loved, that I was going to bring to the party here.
Ooh.
Let's see if I could do this a third successful time. This is like using a business phone and making it work. For those of you that aren't familiar, in 1999, a game was released by the name of Alpha Centauri. This was ostensibly the sequel, give or take, spiritual successor to a game called Civilization, which continues to be very, very popular. And in this game, when you get a new technology, all of which are kind of future imaginated kind of concepts from these particular developers, you would get a long quote of philosophical interest. And the quote I wanted to leave you with on this particular topic, because like I said, we do video games, but we always make them practical for the news of the day, is a quote from the group that was actually, ironically enough, the UN peacekeepers that had lost their mission and that you were helping to colonize Alpha Centauri. And it was when you actually discovered a piece of technology called the data links that allowed people to know information. And when you got these data links, here's the quote that they gave you. And this is the last thing I'll say on this. As the Americans learned so painfully in Earth's final century, free flow of information is the only safeguard against tyranny. The once chained people whose leaders at last lose their grip on information flow will soon burst with freedom and vitality. But the free nation, gradually constricting its grip on public discourse, has begun its rapid slide into despotism. Beware of he who would deny you access to information, for in his heart, he dreams himself your master.
Boom.
Alpha Centauri, folks. A lot of good stuff in that game. Little old on the eyes for graphics, but you would not believe how much philosophy of governance, economics, and more is crammed into Alpha Centauri 1999. So I saw that, wanted to quote it here because it's always been one of those that I really like. Economics guy from college, lawyer from law school, obviously. Always love that stuff. So video games, modern discourse, can't get any better than that. That's the last thing I wanted to say. Check out Virtual Legality.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, Legal Bites. I love having these conversations.